All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are live. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to my second stream, my second live stream. Yeah, that's right. Um, I had to configure some things because I really did not know what I was doing. Like right now, I'm trying to get the music right. But yesterday, I actually went live for the first time and it was an experience, y'all. I'm telling you, I've never done it before. It was something that was very new to me. But I went live and I talked for an entire hour. I told stories, I gave gems, a lot of things, a lot of cool things I said, man. Get to the end of the stream, somebody pops on the chat and they're like, bro, we can't hear you. I'm like, you can't hear me? This is like 50 minutes in. So, I grabbed my phone. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all, listen. I checked the stream. Literally, you could not hear anything. I'm sitting up there talking. You could hear the music. Now, the music was playing and it was playing double. It was actually playing stack. But you could hear the music. But the whole time, I'm just sitting there. It's just... And I'm just like, bro. I had to play it cool. But I was just like, yeah, the end of the stream. So I finally, I think at least, I got everything together. I got OBS up and running. I got my audio straight. I got my lighting. I try to make it look as presentable as possible for y'all while we sit here and we talk about the things that interest your boy. So for today's live stream, I'm going to follow the concept that I've kind of been doing on my last couple of videos. Now, if y'all know, I like to talk about hip hop. I'm a hip hop artist. I go by the name of Ríez. If you want to hear some of my songs, you can check them out on the page. But, I wanted to make a video where I kind of continue doing what I was doing in my regular videos, where I talk about hip hop. I talk about what's going on in hip hop. I talk about the things happening in and around entertainment, movies, just whatever interests me. You know what I'm saying? Sports, football. But I wanted to bring it to y'all in a live format. So, for the second annual live stream, hopefully I don't mess this up. Hopefully I'm 50 minutes in and it's a wonderful stream and we got everything out the way. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome y'all to the stream. And today we're going to talk about a couple things. I got a couple things I want to talk about. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this brand new Gunna album. Gunna just dropped a brand new album called 101. I listened to it today. I'm going to give a quick reaction. I'm going to let you know what I thought about it. I really want to make a video where I go song by song, just letting you know how I felt about it. But I'm going to let you know how I feel about that. And I'm going to let you know if he's actually taking shots at Drake on here and Lil Baby. Drake and Lil Baby. So we're going to listen to that and we're going to check out that. Also, I want to talk about Kendrick Lamar now. Who isn't talking about Kendrick Lamar these days, right? Kendrick Lamar is on the news. He's everywhere. Everybody's interested in what he's doing because of these wonderful diss records that he dropped as of lately. Now, what we're witnessing right now is Rome falling with the whole Drake OVO situation. Kendrick Lamar is on pace to have a #1 record in the next couple of days. And on this record, he's dissing one of the top artists in the game. Now, I know you've probably heard Not Like Us. You've seen the videos. You've seen the memes. We're going to talk about that. I also want to talk about Questlove. Questlove said something earlier this week. He was talking about how the hip hop beef right now it isn't good. He's saying that it's not good for business. He said he doesn't like where it's going. He said a lot of the stuff that's being said is ridiculous and that it has no place in hip hop. I'm going to give my opinion on that, about if I agree with that or not. And I also want to talk about what Schoolboy Q said about the state of being an artist, a music artist nowadays. And last but not least, the game disses Rick Ross. I got memes. I got my opinion about it. And I'm going to get that to y'all tonight. So if you are tuning in, I know right now I probably might have 0 viewers, or I can't even check. It doesn't even show you in OBS. But if you do manage to pop in and hop in, I appreciate you for stopping in. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I never thought I would say something like that, like actually be like, hey y'all, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, you know, the whole nine. So let's start things off with Gunna's new album. I listened to Gunna's new album today. Well, I actually listened to it last night. I listened to it as soon as it dropped, and my initial reaction was kind of lukewarm. I'm not gonna lie. For a Gunna album, I'm expecting a lot more than what I got. There was a lot of filler on there. There was a lot of tracks that I felt like could have been cut or left off. But like I said, I understand the streaming, and I understand the more tracks that they have, the more money that they plan to make from the streams, being that you're on the album longer for a longer period of time. You know, there are certain tracks that I like. I like the first track. That's really a standout. But like I said, I'm going to go track by track on a whole nother video, and I'm going to break that down for y'all or whatever. But just off the initial reaction, it's definitely not better than Gift and a Curse. It's definitely not better than that. But he does have some records on here that reminds you of like that, you know, drip season Gunna, you can tell. But I can also tell as an artist, he's growing. He's trying new things. He's trying new sounds, new ways to express himself. So I do understand it from that. But you know how it is. If you're a fan of somebody's music, you're going to always gravitate toward, you know, their older stuff. But let's get into the nitty gritty of the album. There is a claim going around that Drake and Lil Baby have caught strays from Gunna on this album. Now, I don't think he dissed them. But, you know, with the diss bug going around, and it seemed like rappers nowadays is just feeling like, well, shit, this nigga dissing, I'm a diss too. So, you know, on this album, they say, did Gunna shoot shots at Drake? So there was a line on the Gunna album on the song called Still Prevail where Gunna says, have the Cuban, I don't want to link. I clear all the tabs. They pay for their abs. Okay, so they pay for their abs. Now that line, maybe could relate to what's going on with Drake. You know, there are accusations. I don't know if they're accusations or not, because I don't know these people. But there are accusations going around that saying Drake paid for some abs. Now, you do know that you can go under the knife, and if you want some, you know what I'm saying, you want that 6-pack, 8-pack, 7-pack, whatever, you go get as many packs as you want, right? If you got the money for it. So, you know, there were accusations going around with the whole Kendrick Lamar, and, you know, Rick Ross came out and said, you pay for your abs. This is crazy. It's like past hip hop now. It's like the Shade Room. He like, nigga, you pay for your abs. You don't even go work out and get them. So when Gunna dropped this line right here, a lot of people interpret that as, oh, he dissing Drake. But if you've been into hip hop news and what's going on in hip hop, I do not believe that this line was directed toward Drake. And the reason I do not believe that is because a couple of months ago, him and bandman Kevo got into it because apparently Kevo paid Gunna $250,000 for a feature, and they're supposed to shoot a video, but Gunna never delivered because Gunna got locked up. So in this tweet from February 7th, 2023, Bandman Kevo goes to Twitter. He says, I paid Gunna last year for a feature, $250K. And months later, he got caught. And months later, he caught a case, which put my feature and everything else on hold, just for him to get released and snitch. I can't do a song with a dude. I need my bread back ASAP. So basically, Kevo is just not a fan of what Gunna did in that courtroom. And he's like, look, I need my money back, $250K. Now, I'm assuming that he never got that money back because he went on to shoot the video for the song that they did. But instead of putting Gunna in the video, he put a rat. So yeah, I do not have the video pulled up. I'm not even sure what song it is, but when people was talking about, oh, they pay for their abs, that's Batman Kevo. And Batman Kevo has actually been on record saying, yes, I went and got my abs done, surgery. Listen, if you want to pay for some abs, if you don't want to put in the work and you got the money, why not? Let people do what they want. It's their money. Me personally, I'm going to put the work in just because it's more satisfying. You know, I love putting the work in and then seeing the results from said work. But yeah, so it's no Drake and Gunna beef. I know people might think it might be because of the Drake and Thug connection and how they locked in and, you know, whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, kill that. This line right here was definitely meant for your boy, Batman Kevo. But people are saying that he was throwing more shade, ladies and gentlemen. So on the song Collage, which is the first track on the album, the standout track actually, Gunna says, thank God I didn't need a writer. Thank God. I work, but they think they entitled. They entitled. All my words come with a title. With a title. Now, thank God I don't need a writer. A lot of people on Twitter are saying, is he shooting shots at Lil Baby? Because, you know, there were rumors floating around that Gunna was giving Baby lines to say and that he basically taught Baby how to structure his songs and rap and really elevate his music style, elevate his lyricism. Now, we don't know if it's true or not. We're not around these people. You know, we don't see them. We only see what we see on the internet. But people are saying that he's taking shots at Baby. Again, I'm from Atlanta. I do not believe that he was taking shots at Baby. I think Baby has grown as an artist, especially like with his writing and like the way he put his lyrics together, his songs together. I've watched him develop from, I think it was the name of his tape, Perfect Timing, all the way up to, hold on, let me see. Just so I'm correct. Hold on, let me see. Perfect Timing. Okay, yeah, Perfect Timing. So yeah, this one I got on the Baby, and this one I was like really start listening to bruh. So I think, you know, from hearing how his style has developed from that, it has been a remarkable growth. So I don't think, you know, I think they collab well, but I don't think Gunna lends anything to Lil Baby's style and how he develops as an artist. So that is the Gunna album. Like I said, I am going to do a video where I break it down track by track. You know, like an album review. I did the same thing with the Metro album, where I just went track by track and I let you know how I thought. And then at the end, I gave a concise score. But I'm going to have to do that on another video because, as y'all know, man, these albums are long, okay? These albums are like an hour long. And I was actually pleading for that on last night's stream. I was like, artists, please stop making y'all albums so long. We don't have time, bro. We got stuff to do. People got to go to work. Y'all making these 25 track albums. My G, keep it at 10. It's a couple songs on the new Gunna album that he could have cut and it would have been flawless. But, you know, I understand the streaming and you got to get your money and stuff. But if you go online, fans are saying they're loving it. Now it's kind of split down the middle. I'm not going to lie. You do have some fans that saying it is kind of boring because toward the middle end of the album, it does get kind of long-winded. Sorry about that. And tracks kind of start to just flow together. And you kind of just get like, all right, it's time to wrap it up. But, you know, people on Twitter, you know, with the memes, you know, you got the, yeah, this Gunna album is going to feed generations and new Gunna to my ears right now. This is stupid. Oh, man. Gunna, ever since the industry turned on him. They are crazy. 4 seconds into the Gunna album.
Why are you crying?
This is the most beautiful piece of art I ever heard in my life.
Bro, y'all are tripping. So of course, you know, the Gunna memes are out in force right now. And like I said, it is a dope album. It's not better than A Gift and a Curse. It's not better than Drip Season 4, in my opinion. It's different. And honestly, I feel like it might be one of them projects that just has to grow on you over time. But like I said, off initial reaction, you know, it started off strong. Then toward the middle and end, it got kind of like, all right, the beats kind of started to flow together. But I do get maybe that's just the vibe of the album. You know, if you look at the album cover, it's blue. You know, blue is kind of like a relaxed mood type of cover, you know, cool player light. So I understand, you know. And like I said, over time, it might just grow on you and you'll just grow to love it. So Gunna, One of One is out today. Make sure y'all go stream that. I am not getting paid to tell you to do that, but I love hip hop and I love good music. So if you love good music, go check out that brand new 101. It's out right now. Let's get into the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is still making history, y'all. He is still making history. This guy is on a run right now. Euphoria, Not Like Us, 616 in LA, and Meet the Grams. Those 4 disc records will go down in history as some of the best, most scathing records to ever hit. What we're witnessing right now with Kendrick Lamar and Drake is the fall of Rome. Now, as you know, Drake has been running the game for 10 years plus. Nothing can crack his defense. His shield is impenetrable. You know, if you look back over the 10 years, even with the Pusha T disc, he still came back and was like it was nothing. But this is the first time in Drake's career where he is facing a difficult situation. He's facing an opponent that is really crazy. He's really the boogeyman, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar tops Canada streaming charts with Not Like Us. You know how crazy that is? You're topping the charts in Canada right now. In Drake's home, you're topping the charts. So if you go on the Apple Music Top 100 charts and you look and see what's the top song streaming, there's no other than Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. This is huge. This is huge not only for hip hop, but it's huge in terms of rappers feeling like they have to stick to a commercial sound in order to be big. I love to see artists like Kendrick stick to what they know, and it still just connects with the audience. It connects with the fans. It connects worldwide. But right now, Drake's feeling it. And look, Family Matters at number 3. Euphoria is on the charts over there. Like That is like Drake is getting it from all sides right now, man. Just yesterday, another person tried to break into Drake's home again. So right now, I just feel like, you know, he's under attack. And like I said, what we're witnessing is the fall of Rome. You know, when you're king, you do not rule forever. That's just not how it works. Kanye West had a song like that back in the day where he said, no one man should have all that power. And for the last 12 years, Drake's power has gone unchecked. Think about it. Drake can hop on your record right now and you're platinum. You're platinum. Drake can give you a 16-bar verse and your life has changed forever. Think about all the artists that Drake has given verses to, and those artists might not have blown up, but you can't tell me that you couldn't live comfortable off the streams that you get just from having him on your song. Now, yeah, you got a lot of artists that never went platinum or anything like that, but if you're not a greedy person and you get a verse from Drake, bro, you good. You can live good, even if you got to go out and get like a part-time job or something. And you probably won't even have to do that just off the streaming numbers. Will it be the same after this? I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard question to ask. Do I think Drake can bounce back from this? Sure, but it's gonna take some time, because what you're dealing with is a record Not Like Us, which is projected to go number 1 on Billboard, right? You have a record where he's calling him the P word. And I'm not talking about the other P word. I'm talking about the other one. He's calling him that on this record. People are dancing to it in the streets. I just never seen nothing like this before. Even like with records like Tupac and Hit 'Em Up. Like we wasn't dancing in the streets to that. You feel me? Like niggas was listening to it and we was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga Pac going crazy on this thing. But with not like us, you got people in the streets like really like getting down. They playing this in the clubs. It's kind of like back to back, but bigger on a cultural level. I just seen a video today where LeBron James was dancing to it. LeBron James. Look, this nigga Brian in the back. First of all, hold on, let me see if I can spell this. These niggas in the club cutting up to this, man. Like, I don't think Drake has ever experienced. And Drake and LeBron supposed to be cool. And he got LeBron out here in the club. First of all, who LeBron think he is trying to blend in? This nigga 6'9", got on some shades and some glasses. Nigga, we know that's LeBron. But he got LeBron in the club dancing to his record, man. I know he got to be looking at that feeling like, bro, I thought we was cool. I know I probably feel some type of way. Like imagine your homie, right? Somebody that you cool with. You probably could pick up the phone right now and call bro, right? And you see a video of this nigga on Twitter with his wife dancing to your demise. But that's what we got going on right now. People are dancing to Drake's demise. And maybe some of this is because most people in the industry just simply never liked Drake. And that's what I feel like it really is. You know, when you've been running shit for so long and, you know, Drake has probably, you know, messed with other people's woman in the industry, or he's definitely been running the music side of things, right? So when the moment happens when he's like, oh shit, there's a chink in his armor, the wolves gonna pounce on you. Like I said, when you're king, there's only so long that you can rule. You're either gonna get taken down by the people around you, or you're gonna get taken down by the outside, because power is not forever and rulership is not forever. Eventually, Rome will fall. When? Well, seems like for Drake now. Like I said, I really think he can bounce back because this is Drake we talking about. He's a great songwriter. He's never going to be out of work. You know, even if he has to kind of fall back for a minute and kind of readjust his image in the public spotlight, because right now when you have a number one record, a number one diss record that's trending everywhere in the world, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? And then it's calling you that P word, and that's messing up the money. Because think about it. It's a lot of people with a lot of business ties to Drake. They're locked in with Drake, right? Nike, Universal. He's the biggest artist on Universal Music Group, right? And I'm pretty sure he has other brand deals and deals with other people. All of this affects that, because you might have somebody that's not really in hip hop or keeps up with everything. If they hear this record and they hear the things that Kendrick Lamar is accusing Drake of being, oh boy, they're going to be like, man, I can't put my money behind that. That puts Nike in a real awkward situation. Like, look, bro, you need to, you know. So that's why I said this situation is different, because hip hop is not just, you know, outside on cardboard breakdancing and spray painting graffiti no more. Hip hop is corporate. Hip hop is big. It's one of the biggest genres of music in the world. So when you have somebody like another big artist like Kendrick Lamar saying this on record, ooh, that can get tricky for people that have ties to Drake. And I'm pretty sure the people that have ties to Drake, they have contingencies in order to where they're like, hey, if it goes sideways, this is how you're going to save your ass, right? Drake may have to go on Good Morning America or something like that and be like, you know, I am not the P word and he's lying and blah, blah, blah. Or he's going to have to do something. Damage control is definitely going to have to kick in. But, I mean, it's Drake. I'm pretty sure he got the best PR person in the world. Why wouldn't you? You know, you have to have things like that in order. But salute to Kendrick for keeping it hip-hop, for keeping it on wax, because like I said, we don't want anybody to get shot or stabbed or anything like that. We want to keep this thing clean. So shout out to Kendrick for keeping it strictly music, dropping some of the best 4 diss records that I've heard. And if you want to count the Like That verses of this, but I really don't, because I feel like that was a response to First Person Shooter. But you know, do as you wish. Kendrick Lamar, he's killing it right now. I cannot wait to see what comes of this. Will there be another Drake diss record? I don't think so. I think the general consensus is that, hey man, it's over. It's over. Drake, you know, Kendrick won. And even after Drake dropped a really, really dope diss record in Family Matters, which I love that record. It's so cold. But like I said, with Family Matters, Drake went for the kill shot, right? Drake felt like, when I drop Family Matters, it's over with. I don't have to do like what I gotta do. I ain't gotta do nothing else. And then Kendrick just was like, bow, bow, hit him where it hurt, knocked him out, 1-2 punch, cold knockout. So Kendrick is the winner, and the culture has chosen kinda the winner, because as you can see, people are dancing in the streets to Not Like Us. I've never seen nothing like this before. We're gonna look back on this moment years down the line. We're gonna look back and we'll be like, bro, that was a very, very important moment in hip hop. And it was something that I love to see. And you know, if I have kids one day, I'm gonna be able to tell them like, look, man, I lived through the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. You know, you just hear about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. All right. So, and this next topic kinda connects to what we was just talking about with hip hop. So Questlove, the drummer for The Roots, says that hip hop is truly dead. Man, he says that no one is winning this war between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Let me see if I can get a direct quote from the man himself. Here we go. All right, so this is from his Instagram. Questlove speaks on Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef. Okay, so he says, nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match level mudslinging and takedown by any means necessary. Women and children, and actual facts be damned. Same audience wanting blood will soon put up RIP posts like they weren't part of the problem. Hip hop is truly dead. Well, I disagree with that. I disagree with that for a lot of reasons. But for the main reason is because I feel like hip hop is truly alive. Nobody's passing away from this. The incidents that you've seen go down at Drake's house where somebody shot a security guard and Cash XO, and I actually made a video about that where I'm talking about there might be a connection to those two things, that has zero to do with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Now, Questlove, drummer for The Roots, you know, they came up in the 90s, man. And I know you're not telling me that this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef is anywhere close to what was going on in the 90s. In the 90s, y'all niggas was gully. All right, y'all niggas was pulling up, stomping niggas out. I done heard stories about New York in the tunnel and how niggas would get stabbed up there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or hell, even down here, like in the 2000s, bro, we literally had a DVD collection series called Beef. Think about it. Nigga, when I was a teenager, we watched 50 Cent and Ja Rule go at it. You feel me? When I was a kid, I watched Biggie and Tupac go through that. This is nowhere near that. So I do get what he's saying. He's saying, you know, okay, y'all putting women and children in. Bro, this is hip hop. This is a competition. Anything goes. I can say what I want to on this record. I mean, when Nas and Jay-Z was going at it, and you know, I said in another post how Nas was like, you 36 in a karate class. And even with the Jay-Z Takeover line at the end of Takeover, he was like, and you know who did, you know what, with you know who, let's keep that between me and you. Like, they was talking about each other's like personal women, you know what I'm saying? They women and stuff. And I'm like, you was around that. You was the drummer on the Unplugged Blueprint. You was a part of that. You was around that. So to sit up and say that hip hop is dead, we're going too far, I disagree with that, man. I think this is exactly what hip hop needs to get that boost. You know why it needs that to get that boost? Because for a while, people were saying, hey man, hip hop's on the decline. I was hearing labels were not signing hip hop artists. I was hearing that, you know, a lot of things like that was going around. People were saying, you know, I'm not investing in the hip hop no more. People were starting to sign more different acts. They were moving to more country acts, you know, more R&B acts. But what happened between Drake and Kendrick Lamar is what needed to happen to keep hip hop alive, because hip hop is somewhat like a sport, like, you know, football, basketball, any type of competitive sport. That's what hip hop is. It's been like that from day one. Even back, breaking it all the way down to when people used to break dance. You know what I'm saying? That was competition. You know what I mean? Graffiti. You know, who can do the best graffiti? Who get the flyers? You know, who the freshest? That's all hip hop. It's all competition. It's never meant to, RIP a person. No, never that. Never that. But I do think that Quest made these comments because Questlove, you know, I think when you get up in age and you get to that age, you look back, and in his defense, if I'm his age and I'm looking back, I'm like, yo, we don't need to be doing all that. But then again, he's in a different tax bracket than what he was in the 90s. So in the 90s, his mentality probably isn't what it is now. You know, I'm pretty sure Questlove done seen a couple million. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure he's doing very well for himself. You know what I'm saying? But coming up in the game, you know, he had to work his way up, and maybe he didn't look at it like that back then. But just because you up and you living good, you know what I'm saying? You eating nice food, your kids go to nice schools and stuff like that. You can't sit up and say that, oh, hip hop is dead. No, hip hop is alive and well, you know, because you was around in the 90s. You was around when Tupac was running around spitting in the cameras and throwing his middle finger up and all that stuff. You was a part of that because you was a part of hip hop. You didn't make these statements then, but like I said, back then his situation is a little bit different now. He's a lot more older, his money a lot more longer. So naturally, you're going to be like, you know what? This is unnecessary. But no, sir, this is very much necessary. All right. And I love it. I appreciate it. And I really think that from this point on, hip hop is going to see a resurgence. Now, will it be more conscious artists like Kendrick Lamar being put in the spotlight? Hopefully. You know, it's all about balance. And what happened between Kendrick and Drake, I feel like it's going to usher in a new era of balance in hip hop. So much respect to Questlove. I respect his opinion. You know, he's one of the GOATs. He's one of the people that have laid some of the foundation for hip hop. So I can never go against him and be like, man, forget what this dude say. No, I'm going to listen to what he says because he knows what he's talking about and he's been part of hip hop. And I respect anybody that's came before me in this game and that has put their work in and that has laid the foundation, because if it wasn't for them doing it, I wouldn't even be able to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So much respect to Questlove, but I have to disagree with this take. I think hip hop is alive and well. I think we're in a great place, and I think we're going to move on from this Drake and Kendrick situation into a greater situation. So shout out to Questlove, but you know, come on, bruh. Come on, man. Who was that catchphrase? Come on, son. Oh yeah, that was was it Ed Lover? Yeah, come on, son, back in the day. But yeah, that's brain fart. All right. So next topic, Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q claims that rappers are just content creators now. Shots fired, bruh. But no, listen. So Schoolboy Q says that rappers are just content creators now. I'm gonna see if I can find a direct quote. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So Q says, for the most part, it's cooked because it's turned to content. Rappers are just content creators now, you know. And he said in the interview, I get what he's saying, but you could. Oh, that was somebody else saying that. Never mind. So that's basically his quote. He's saying, for the most part, it's cooked because it's turned to content. Rappers are just content creators now. And you know what? I agree. And I feel like as an artist in today's climate, if you want to get your name out there, if you want to bring awareness to what you do, you have to do something outside of what your main thing is. Perfect example, me. And not to talk about me so much, me. But I've been making music since 2004. You understand what I'm saying? And well, I've been making music since 2004, but I would say I started taking it professionally around like 2010, 2011, like for real, like really shooting videos and really trying to put myself out there and push myself. But it's different from back then to now. See, I come from an era where, we used to send our demo tapes to the labels. I used to buy CDs, open the booklet. Say if I bought a Jay-Z CD, I'll buy the CD, I'll open the booklet, I'll go straight to the back, I'll find the address for Def Jam or whoever, right? I'll put my demo CD or demo, well yeah, it was demo CD because we wasn't doing tapes. So I put my demo CD in there, 3 songs, right? Some of my 3 of the best records or whatever I had at the time. And I used to try to mail my stuff off because that was the way you went about it. Back then, artists would seek out labels. You would go do talent shows. You would do performances in skating rinks because you might have heard like, oh, an A&R might be here from Def Jam. Let me go do this showcase. Even though most of the time that shit was just a cash grab for the promoters. And looking back on it, like I did a lot of free shows when I was like a teenager in my 20s, but that's neither here nor there. But back in the day, as an artist, you had to put in the footwork to get in front of the people who were at the labels. Whereas now, if your numbers are up and the labels can go online and they can see like you're making moves, the labels will find you. Like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go and try to seek them. And you know what I'm saying? The labels will find you. So yes, Q, unfortunately, a lot of us have to be content creators. It's even different from the time where he came up in, because around the time Q started to see his rise, the blogs were like the thing, right? In the 2010s and 2011s, if you wanted to pop, bro, you had to be on Two Dope Boys, Ill Roots, Nah Right, who else was it? On Smash. Like you had to hit these blogs. Dat Piff, live mixtapes. Q came up in that era where it was still kind of like, as the artist, you had to seek out the platform that will host you, or you had to seek out people that could get you on these blogs. Because let's keep it real. For a lot of artists, if you managed to get on like Two Dope Boys or something like that, bro, you was on. You was on. And I gotta admit, I never made it on Two Dope Boys. Never made it, even though I wanted to so bad, bro. And I was dropping hella music back then. Good Side, Bad Side, 95, No Neighbors. None of those ever hit Two Dope Boys, On Smash. I think I ended up on Smash. Not Right. I never ended up on Not Right. I don't think so. But still, even from that blog era to now, bro, it's completely different. So as an artist now, your numbers have to be up. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a way to connect with people outside of what you do. Because I feel like now, as an artist, people are more likely to rock with you more so than they rock with your music. Think about it like this. A person like Casanat, he can go out, record a song, put it out. It'll probably go through the roof. It'll go platinum, right? But he's not somebody that does music, but because the people that follow him rock with him and support him, that thing is going to take out, it's going to take off and it's going to be out of here. Whereas, back in the day, the labels would take you in, they'll get your image together and then they will present you. But now it's not like that. Every single artist has the same playing field. And the reason, I'm sorry, y'all. I ate earlier, then over here belching and stuff, but the playing field is the same for all artists nowadays. And why it's the same is because you have social media. Think about it. You have these platforms, right? YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, anything that you use to push your stuff out there, even Tumblr, right? So you have all these platforms where you can post your work, your art, whatever it is, and it has the possibility of reaching millions of people. Not just a couple thousand, not a couple hundred, but millions. The thing is, a lot of people use social media to consume rather than produce. See, in today's time, as an artist, you have to be a producer. And I don't mean like producing just like, beats, by the way. And by the way, this music that you're hearing in the background, so I don't get copyrighted, I make my own beats and I put them behind the stream so that I can have music running and so I won't get copyrighted. But you have to be a producer, right? You have to know how to produce a record. Well, you don't have to, but I always tell artists, like, say if somebody asks me for some advice, like, bro, what advice would you give an artist in 2024 to get on? First, I would say you need to learn how to do everything yourself. It's cool to have a team. It's cool to have people around you that can help you with things, but you need to be as self-sufficient as possible. Let me repeat that again. As an artist in 2024, you need to be as self-sufficient as possible. Meaning, if you make music, you need to learn how to mix and record yourself. You need to learn how to produce. You need to learn how to make graphics. You need to learn how to use Photoshop. You need to learn how to use After Effects. You need to buy you a camera. You need to learn how to use said camera. You need to learn how to make your own graphics. The more you know, the better. It's going to save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of frustration with the more you know. And that is the way of the artist now, it's kind of good and it's kind of bad. I'm somebody, like I said, I come from an era where demo tapes and talent shows, and then we moved into the blog era. Then it was trying to like get on the blogs and stuff like that. Now we in this new era where, the power is literally in your hands. Now you have social media. I have a social media. We all have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Now you have a choice as an artist. You can either choose to consume all those platforms as an artist. Now, if you're just somebody that's on these platforms just to enjoy it, then by all means, enjoy it. That's what they're for, right? But if you're an artist and you're making music, you have a choice. Get on these platforms every day. You can either consume from them, or you can produce for them. So if you're getting on these platforms every day and you're laughing at memes and stuff, then all right, that's cool. But still, you have the same power to produce your own content for these platforms and put your art out for millions. Now, yeah, you can put your stuff out. I'm victim of this too. Making songs, putting them out, they don't be getting no views. Don't be getting no retweets. You know what I'm saying? I posted a short not too long ago of a song I did. It's called Wonderful. It's actually streaming. If you go Ríez, type in Ríez Wonderful, it'll pop up Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all those. Make sure you go stream that music. But I did a song called Wonderful where I'm rapping like the verse to it. And I think it only got like 50 views, right? You feel me? But then I turn around and I do a video where I'm talking about something that's completely irrelevant to that. But I'm giving my take on it because I'm a hip hop artist. And, I like to give my takes on hip hop. And that video does 3 times the numbers that one did. Now it's because I'm a fairly unknown artist, and most people have to get to know you before they go into whatever else you do. So that's why I always encourage artists to start doing things outside of your music. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to pivot. I know everybody has that one thing that they do, but there are other things that you're interested in, right? And it's okay to pivot. It's okay. You might have been known for making music, but maybe you're good at something else. Put that online, and then maybe people will say, you know what? I like your music too. I'll check that out too. You know what I mean? So Schoolboy Q said rappers are content creators, and hey man, I agree. And you have to be, if you want to have any semblance of relevancy in today's time, you have to know how to be a producer. And when I say producer, I mean producing yourself. Like what you see right now, I never saw myself doing this. Like going live and OBS, and I got the lights. I got a ring light right here looking at me. I got a key light right here. I got floodlights behind me that's bringing the ambiance. I got the artwork. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all about this later, right? The homie made that. He make these. I'm telling him he need to get on YouTube, start putting it out. But you know, I'm gonna talk about that later. But man, I never saw myself doing all this because I was of the mindset like Q. I came up in the era where Q came up in. I'm like, man, I'm an artist, bro. I rap. Bro, I'm not finna be out here making no content, bro. I'm not finna be on TikTok, bro. Like, no. Like, I'm an artist, bro. I'm gonna stay true to my artistry. Like, all right. Then stay unknown then. You feel me? Like, niggas is not. I'm telling you, this economy, bro, the attention economy is very short nowadays, my G. So you have to appeal to more people than you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to fall into the trap of an artist of allowing your ego to keep you from pivoting, allowing your ego to keep you from feeling like, well, I'm known for this. Why would I go off and do this? No, because that other thing might be the thing that you're really, really good at. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we're all content creators in this world, man. You got to make that content, but it's cool because you have the ability and the potential to reach millions of people on these platforms. Just all about how you use it. You know, I spent years on Instagram just scrolling, liking, and I was like, you know what? Let me start producing content for this stuff. Boom. Instantly, people start tapping in more. So, you know, it's a choice, but this is where we are right now. And Lord knows where it will go from here, right? Because if I, as a independent artist, you know, got the whole setup and going and everything like that, I can only imagine what it's going to be like in the next 10 years. It might be even easier to go viral and just take off and be out of here. But shout out to Schoolboy Q, man. New album, Blue Lips, is out right now. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's a dope album. West. And for the final, at least I think, final thing I'm going to talk about, The Game. This is Rick Ross, and the fans react to it. So earlier today, The Game dropped a diss record to Rick Ross. Nobody was really asking for it. You know, like I said, I guess the diss bug is going around and all the rappers, and they're feeling like, hey, you know what, nigga, I got a problem with you too. I'm finna drop this damn diss on your ass. You feel me? Like, so I guess The Game decided, you know, I'm finna jump in, and I don't like the way you was laughing and picking at Drake. I got something to say to you. Now, I haven't heard it. Let me see if they actually... Okay, so it looks like they actually have it here. I'm going to pause the music real quick. Oh, look at that boy pausing the music. Look at him. I'm doing my thing, man. Y'all witnessing history right now. Okay, so look. This is the diss record. It's called Freeway's Revenge. Let's listen to it. Okay. There is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Cash Jones, whoever Cash Jones is. All right, so I guess I'm not going to listen to it because they don't even have it. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think it's trending, actually. Let's see. Y'all looking at my Twitter right now. This is, y'all are seeing my Twitter. Let's see, The Game. No, not The Game. The Game, like the rapper. Oh, let me see. The Game, Rick Ross. Okay, so this is from earlier, y'all, where Rick Ross was apparently trolling The Game after he dropped the diss record. This is Ross responding to him.
You niggas don't want to eat? You niggas don't want to eat? Must not. You niggas starving. You niggas starving.
Why?
You niggas don't want to eat?
Okay, first
you
of all,
niggas don't want to eat? Must not.
Why would you want to even go start a beef with Rick Ross? I feel like Ross got time for stuff like this. Like he's masterful when it comes to not only handling beefs, but if you start with him, he's the type of person to finish it. And I don't mean just on like a lyrical level. I mean just a trolling level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's a meme. It says, internet, why does anyone that mess with Drake speak up? They're sitting back watching him get jumped. Then The Game, this is Rick Ross, And the internet is like, why is the game clout chasing? Actually, the game did step up for Drake, because I haven't seen anybody step in Drake's name and be like, hey man, don't talk about my friend like that. That's my friend, you know? I haven't seen anybody step in. But here's another video. We got Ross trolling the game with this Impala right here hitting switches. And like I said, at this point, I don't think anybody, like, hold on, let me see. This might be a copy of it. Let's see if we can listen to it. Hopefully y'all don't copyright strike me. If not, just remove the audio.
You 12 lim- swing.
It don't really do nothing for me. I'm sorry. I only say that because it's like, I don't think nobody asked for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believe I don't think anybody asked for that, fam. You know what I mean? Not to say that man ain't got a problem with Ross, because maybe he do. Maybe he got a problem with Ross. Hold on, maybe he do got a problem with Ross. Maybe he does feel some type of way about how Ross is talking about, you know, his friend Drake. But I think we all beefed out right now. And I think if we want to hear any records, we want to hear them from the two people who are trending right now. That's right, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. All the little side beefs, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but it is what it is. I mean, think about it. Even the beef between Chris Brown and Quavo, that got interesting. And we didn't even get a follow-up from Chris Brown, because Chris Brown killed his bro. Chris Brown can rap his ass off, right? When he dropped that diss, I was like, bro, if he come back with another one, that's the kill shot. But the first one was ill. And even you know, Quavo came back and did his thing, but I still feel like Chris maybe got the best of Quay in that beef, because Chris was saying some things. But as far as this game and Rick Ross beef, I'm just like, I don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't.
I don't even know where the beef came from, but holy, I'm here for it, Chad. Let's run it back one more time. Here we go.
Oh, okay. He was just finna play it again. Yeah, like I said, I don't really think we need it. You know what I mean? I think people are really just kind of locked in on what's going on between Kendrick and Drake. And, you know, hey man, maybe one day they'll be able to patch it up and move on from this situation. But I don't think anybody's really interested to see where this goes. If anything, it'll probably just be a lot of trolling, a lot of you know, haha, I got this, or I have this and you don't. So stay tuned. We'll see what's going on. But that was just something that popped off today that I wanted to talk about and bring to y'all attention. All right, so where is my, let me see, bookmarks. So I have a couple videos. I actually have these videos saved because I'm gonna do a video on these soon. Your boy Michael Penix Jr. was at Atlanta Falcons training camp today. All the rookies reported today, and man, he showed up. Man, he out there dropping dimes. This is also going to be a separate video I'm going to do, talking about him and, you know, him out there working with TJ Yates, quarterback coach, and putting in that work. It's going to be a good day for the Falcons, I'm telling y'all. So yeah, where is this? Here we go. So this is another video I want to talk about. Now, we was just talking about how the game is defending Drake. He's coming to his aid. But as of lately, it seems like Rory and blah, 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 blah. Get that out the way. Mal from Rory and Mal. It seems like he's the voice for Drake when it comes to saying what records are coming next. He predicted that Drake was going to drop the Family Matters record. It dropped. So in his defense, Mal was kind of going in on Kendrick and saying, you know, Kendrick did not win. And let's just listen to it.
Hey, bruh.
This nigga is taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl all in the fucking video plastered on the wall. I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga, and he's going for it. I'm the most lit nigga in the game. Y'all mad, and there's no skeletons in my closet. I'm not no fucking pedophile. Stop it. That's the only thing y'all niggas know that could fucking end my run is me being, and it doesn't exist. Stop the bullshit. But you, Mr. Lamar, you hit your girl because she's bigger than you. You put your hands on your girls. You've been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York. She's not. Let's talk real shit. All this 11-year-old daughter shit y'all talking about. And because he released it right after the Family Matters. It's a better record. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
We didn't say it was a bad record. We said Family Matters is probably the best song in this whole
shit. It
shit.
ain't no probably, nigga. It's the best record that's released in this entire beat.
See, that's when we gotta get at.
Hey, all I'ma say. Hey.
That's when we gotta say something.
To be real, all I'ma say is this to the world: that girl just had a birthday. That's all I'ma say, and that ain't her in the video.
That's
that.
I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think that Drake might really have an 11-year-old daughter that he's hiding? If Drake were to come out and be like, all right, you know what, guys? Hey, you know what, fam? You know what, fam? These crazy teens going on right now, fam. This is real. You know, I have a terrible Toronto accent. But what if he comes out and he's like, you know what? It was true. It was true. You got me. You got me, ladies and gentlemen. I would be like, yo, Kendrick would be solidified then, right? Because it'll be like, you haven't even heard Kendrick come out and say anything. Kendrick hasn't said, he said zero, right? Drake's been posting memes and all this other stuff. Kendrick has said nothing. So if this stuff really comes out to be true, people are going to be looking crazy, right? Now, Mal, he's defending Drake. He's saying that Kendrick has nowhere near one. But I think the general consensus would say that Kendrick has effectively taken down Drake. But, like, you know, it's the industry, bro. Bro can bounce back, you know? But, yeah, man. So those are two people that are coming to Drake's defense. The Game, Mal, and, of course, Academics, because that's his boy. And, you know, he always sends him exclusives. But, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. Wow, we have been streaming for a very long time. It's almost 50 minutes in. Honestly, it flew by. Hopefully, people stopped in. I haven't even had time to even check anything or like any chats. No chats popped in or anything like that. But I appreciate. Look, I got I got 3 people watching. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 people watching. That's crazy. Yeah, so shout out to y'all for tuning in. And like I said, if you get to catch the replay, make sure you catch the replay. When I get done with this, I'm actually gonna, you know, fix it up a little bit, throw a thumbnail on it, and you'll be able to watch the entire thing. You'll be able to watch everything that I talked about. But before I leave this stream, I want to leave y'all with a little bit of game. Now, I never saw myself doing something like this. So if you're somebody that has a goal, you have a dream, you have something you want to achieve, if you have an idea, I don't care. I don't give a damn if it's an idea. What I need for you to do is go write the idea down. I'm looking at a dry erase board right now. You can't see it, but I'm looking at a dry erase board right now. And all it is just ideas scribbled everywhere. Every time I finish one, I wipe it off. This right here was a big idea that I wanted to try. I executed, and I get to wipe that idea. I get to wipe that off that dry erase board. If you're somebody that wants to get into content creation, if you have a dream or anything you want to do, please start today. Start this weekend. Tomorrow, if you want to start, you do not need a lot. Now, what you see around me is just some stuff that I've accumulated over the years. And then when it came time to start making content, then I was like, okay, I have a audio mixer because I'm a rapper. I used to, not used to. I just dropped the album. The album, Him. It's in stores. It's online right now. Make sure y'all go stream that, right? But the audio mixer, this the same one I use to record. I'm using it to run the audio through. The lighting. This key light, I bought this for a music video that I was going to shoot. This camera that I'm using, this is not a webcam. This is actually a Lumix G7. It is a camera that was released. Hold on, matter of fact. because I want people to really see like it don't take a lot. So this camera right here, this is the camera that I'm shooting on right now. It's a Panasonic. See, now if I could be able to edit this out, I would edit that out, you know, because I hate fumbling my words like that. Panasonic. So the Panasonic Lumix DMC G7. This camera was released in blah, 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 blah. When was this released? Let me see, release date. I want to say 2017, but I just want to make sure that I give y'all the correct date. Wow. 2015? Are you serious? Holy. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, this came out in 2015. I had no idea. So Panasonic Lumix G7, it came out in 2015. Now this camera, this is what I'm shooting on right now, but I have it running through OBS. And the way that I have it running through OBS, I have a capture card. Now the capture card that I have is, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can. VVTAR. I'm gonna show y'all everything I'm working with because I like to just put people down, put you on game. You feel me? There it is. Straight from Walmart, bro. No cap. Hey, this is what I use, bro, to stream. So I have a Lumix G7. This camera came out in 2015. It shoots 1080p it shoots 1080p up to 60 frames per second, and it shoots 4K up to 24 frames per second, which is cool. You could probably shoot a music video with it if you had a gimbal. I have a gimbal that I would use if I were to shoot a music video with it because it doesn't have image stabilization in it. So like, say if you want to take this Lumix G7 and you want to go shoot a music video with it, the footage would be very shaky because there's no image stabilization in it. You would have to have like a gimbal or something. But for what I use it for, I basically have it sitting on a tripod. It's looking at me. I have it running from a micro USB down into this right here. This Vivitar. This is a capture card for $20, bro. $20. So you looking at a camera that came out in 2015, a $20 capture card, and I got it running into my laptop through OBS and it's streaming directly to y'all. I say that to say, man, you don't need the latest and greatest. And you can get this camera used on eBay for probably like $300, $400. The one I'm using, I bought off eBay for like, probably like $354. You feel me? But I knew the vision and I was like, okay, I don't have to have the latest and greatest to get stuff popping. This laptop that I'm doing everything on, this is like a 2017 Razer Blade computer. It's a Razer. It has 1060 Max Q. 1060 Max Q, bro, this doesn't even have ray tracing. But like I said, I don't use it for gaming. I use it for strictly streaming. But you don't even need all this, bro. You don't even need all that. You can start right now with your phone, a lapel mic. You can get you a cheap lapel mic and you can just start making content. You don't need green screens or any of that stuff. You know, I never saw myself doing something like this. And it was always something that I always felt like it was kind of like a pipe dream. Like, bro, am I really finna try to start making content? Like, how do I like talk to the camera? Like, I got to do all this, woo. All you got to do is just start. And, you know, people asking me like, bro, like, how do you do this? Bro, just start. You feel me? Like, even if you sit down, say if you want to be a live streamer, you sit down and you stream for 30 minutes, bro. You just stream for 30 minutes. I did a stream yesterday, bro. You could not hear me in none of the stream. None of it. I got to the end of the stream, bro. I went back and looked at it, bro. I was talking to the camera. I couldn't hear nothing. But I was happy because I was like, dang, I did it. You feel me? Like I really did it. Man, if you got anything that you want to do in life, please pursue it. You only got one life as far as we know, right? You know, you only got one of these. And trust me, when I tell you time is finite, bro, the clock is ticking. You know, tomorrow here, then the next day gonna be here. And we can't control how fast time is moving. So if you got something you really want to do, bro, do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't hard. You just You just got to do it. And like I said, I know people have obligations. I know you got things you got to do. I know people work, you know, you got to go to work. People have kids and stuff like that. But even if you wanted to just get into content creation for doing something that you like, say if you like a gamer, man, if you don't go to Walmart and get you this $20 capture card, I know you got a laptop. Maybe your laptop isn't all the way up to par. Go on eBay, buy used. Bro, I buy used all the time. What? I don't buy new stuff all the time. Are you crazy? Listen, bro, I'm all about saving that money. Save that dollar. You feel me? I'm doing all this on a 2015 camera. It's actually this monitor that I'm looking at is a 32-inch TV, but it's one of my first TVs I ever got. I got this TV back in 2006 when I got my Xbox 360. And I just always kept it because you can actually run an HDMI cord from the laptop to the TV and it turns it into a monitor. So it's all about using what you have and executing, bro. Execution. You can start with an iPhone and a lapel mic and you'll be in the game. You'll be good to go. You know, I am honestly honored to be sitting here, being able to connect with new people, being able to show y'all what I got going on. Hopefully, y'all are able to grow with me. I want to see what y'all got going on. So if you got any suggestions on what you want to see from my streams moving forward, if you got any suggestions you want to see from my videos, y'all know I'm going to be covering sports. I'm going to be covering entertainment. I'm going to be covering hip hop, you know, or whatever. Like I said, the things that interest me. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can connect, you know. Nobody really hopped in the chat tonight. Yesterday, somebody hopped in the chat, but he hopped in the chat to tell me that, bro, we can't hear you. I'm like, oh, you can't hear me? Like, what you mean? Like, nigga, I just streamed for an hour. You can't hear nothing? He's like, nah, bro. Damn. So, you know, moving forward, everything's going to be more, it's going to be more fun. I'm going to get better and better with this. And, you know, like I said, hopefully if you have any creative ideas and things you want to do, hey, hopefully we can converge and meet and, you know, we can support one another. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Well, it's actually 12 in the morning. It don't even feel like it's 12 in the morning. But it has been a wonderful stream to be able to get on here and talk to y'all. It is the kid Ríez. Like I said, once I'm done with this, I'm going to, you know, kind of tweak it a little bit and then I'm going to upload it. So, you know, if you did not catch this stream live, you can go back and look at it. You know, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I never thought I'd be saying, I sound so crazy saying that. I sound like Mr. Beast, right? It's like, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you like, share, and subscribe, you'll get a free Feastables bar or something like that. But yeah, make sure you do that. And y'all know when some news break, y'all know when that news break, y'all know the kid gonna be here giving y'all that 411. I might start calling it that. I might start calling it like the 411 with Ríez or something. What's the 411? You know? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's the kid Ríez. Thank y'all for tuning in. I got more videos coming this weekend. That's actually what I'm going to be doing all weekend. I'm just going to be covering stuff. I got a lot of ideas up in this head of mine, and I got to get them out, bruh. I got to get them out. So I hope y'all have a safe night. Y'all keep it carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. And I am about to stop the stream. Y'all take it easy.